Thank you for joining us. This is the Bronzeville Wellness Boutique's cooking show, and it's going to be an instruction given by Miss Roia. Amazing she is. If you all joined us last time, we had a delicious, nutritious salad that we really enjoyed, and you missed out if you didn't see it. Maybe we'll get an opportunity to give you some information where you can view it. But this is our second such video that we're doing in cooking prep. Yes. And we're doing it particularly for men who need some easy ways to prepare a nutritious meal that tastes good. So Miss Roia has joined us again today. We have Wanda, who is our producer. She's producing this video, and we'll have it out on a number of mediums. But again, thanks for joining us today. I wanted to ask Miss Roia, amazing here, some questions about, what is it that got you interested in preparing meals like you're preparing today? I mean, where did you get your interest in doing this?
I'm so glad you asked that question. First of all, I just want to say thank you for having me here today. I'm so excited to be here, and this work is a true passion of mine because I come from a family where we ate like this, but once I became an adult, I had an opportunity to explore on my own and bring to it the life that I want, the life that I have, and what I call the thing. And so being able to heal the body with the food that you eat brings me so much joy. So I am an advocate for eating to live versus living to eat.
And it was something you said earlier today. In fact, I heard you say it, and you were saying that I'm a healer.
I am.
And you believe too that the food that you prepare is a healing food, correct?
Absolutely. We do what I call food therapy. Food therapy is simply eating foods that bring you life and healing. So my grandmother, she was the type of lady that when someone is sick and they came to see her, she didn't go give you a shot or no medicine. She cooked for you. She made food, she made drinks, she made, baths and different things like that. So she started out with food that you're gonna eat. And so from having those understanding, that being in my background, and then the more I realized that people in the world are sick today, from the big stomachs to the diabetes, the high blood pressure, and all the different issues, is because of the things that we're eating today. So if we can just make a little pivot or a little shift in the way we eat, we will see that in our health as well.
And so that's wonderful. And you mentioned your grandmother being an influencer, if you will,
yes,
in your life. And that's a beautiful thing. I know we all have had our ancestors or someone who has taught us how to eat well, but it's not something that we've carried over, all of us. So one of the things that we want to do here at the Bronzeville Wellness Boutique is to reintroduce some of these good foods that are available that are healing properties. So we're again grateful that you're here, and we're hoping that the viewers will learn something. And what other, things are you looking for to accomplish through your efforts here?
So one of the main things is to be able to raise awareness of the food that you're eating is either giving you life or taking that away from you. So most of us just don't know. Because I spoke with people that just don't know that adding greens and cooking it a certain way give you the nutrients that you need, or being able to just drink water versus drinking soda, or just being able to bake your food versus fry your food. So people just don't know. So being able to raise awareness and just shift the consciousness of my people, that is my number one intention.
And it makes me so happy because I said before our last show that we have that in common. It's about our people.
Yes.
And I praise God for giving us the consciousness to have that soul need. It really is a need for both of us. So I'm so happy again that you joined us. Now, how is it that someone can reach you beyond this program?
So I am in Chicago, if you're in the Chicagoland area, but of course people that live in other parts, we do virtual classes, cooking classes, and there, as a healer there, I have so many other healing modalities that I do where you're able to get off of different medications and stuff like that. So I am on Facebook, so this is my Facebook page, it's Roia roast gratitude, you can reach me there. And if you're in Chicago, you'd like to call us, we have a number at 312-735-0533. But you can also reach out to Mr. John Cook at the Bronzeville Wellness Boutique as well, and you'll be able to get us also.
And we're at 773-548-7555. So you can leave a message. We'll get in touch with Miss Roia for you, and then we'll exchange information. In the meantime, you're here to prepare a meal.
Yes, I am.
So what are you going to fix for us today?
So today I have a pasta dish that we're going to make. So this dish can be considered a pasta salad or just a pasta dish. So you can have it with the raw vegetables in it, or you can saute the vegetables. And so I brought a pot today, so we're going to do some sauteing of the vegetables and then just make a compiling. So this is a dish that you can have for breakfast, you can have it for dinner, you can have it for a snack, or you can add it to meals that you prepare.
All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to transition over to our kitchen area, where she can show us what she's going to prepare.
All right. For those of you that just joining us, my name is Roia Amazing. I'm here with
John Cook, the owner of the Bronzeville Community Clubhouse. We're operating out of the Bronzeville Wellness Boutique, and today's cooking show again is handled by our very own Miss Roia Amazing.
Yes, indeed. And so we're going to be making a pasta dish. So I'm going to show you all what we have here. We have a pasta here, but I also added some sweet potatoes. And sweet potatoes is loaded with beta carotene. It's actually really good for you, and is one of those quote-unquote good calories.
Well, what is beta carotene? Since you mentioned that, what does that do for you?
So beta carotene help with the balancing of the body.
Okay.
Okay, so you get it in carrots and in sweet potatoes, and so you can use this to make a salad, or you can use this to make. We're gonna do a sautéed vegetable. So here, I've pre-prepped our vegetables here. So my philosophy is eat the rainbow. So we have some broccoli here, bell peppers, and mushrooms. We have some tomatoes. We have some onions and garlic, and then we have some seasonings that I put together. So I'm gonna set this down, and we're gonna get started.
All righty.
All right, so I did turn our stove on, so we can do this.
Cool.
All right, let's turn this.
And while you're warming up everything, preparing, so for our viewers who are not aware where we are, we're at 3847 South Giles. That's right off 39th Street. Across the street from Wendell Phillips High School at the Bronzeville Wellness Boutique. Today is Thursday. I hope everyone's having a great day. The weather's lovely.
Absolutely.
And it's lovely inside as well.
So I have a little sesame seed oil that I've added to the pan.
Okay.
And so...
Can you tell us a little bit about the oil that you...
So I use roasted sesame seed oil because it's loaded with flavor. And in life, we don't need a lot of oil. So it's just about a tablespoon of oil. We don't need the oil to, it's just about the flavor and the roasting of the vegetables and stuff. So I'm going to put our onions and garlic in our pan so it can start with sauteing. So we're just gonna let it.
I had to go get the door, Miss Roia. I have a customer here who is now she's observing your cooking. Oh God, that smells so good.
Welcome. So we have our onions and and garlic inside of the sesame seed oil. So we're just gonna let that saute for a few minutes or so, and then after that we're going to add the vegetables, like I was saying. Eating the rainbow. The more vegetables you eat, you add to your lifestyle, the better it is. So as we let this saute for a little bit, we're going to just spread it out.
Okay.
And just give it a minute to go ahead and do its thing. Once it get a little translucent, which take about a minute or two, then I will, and get those flavors out, then I will add the next vegetables to it.
The onions that you're using, is that white onions, yellow onions?
So I usually use yellow or the red onions,
Okay,
purple
red,
onions. So I like those. I use a lot of the purple onions for
flavor.
raw stuff when I'm doing raw stuff. I don't always cook them, you know, but when I'm cooking something, I need some onions. I would do either the white or the yellow onions.
Okay.
Yes, I'm an onion head. I love onions.
Okay.
But onions are so good for you. They remove stuff out of your blood. It kind of helps with purifying up the blood. I use garlic and onions because everything that I eat, I want it to be doing something for me.
I got you.
Powerfully. So I eat I'm an intentional eater because as a healer, the food is your medicine. It shouldn't taste like medicine.
Okay. All right. Well, we trust you.
Very good. I trust you too. Yeah.
So, Roia, you know, we just had one of our friends join us. Miss Glenda is here, and she's now our lone audience member. But we anticipate potentially having an audience here as well. Are you looking forward to that?
That is exciting to me because I love to be able to hand people stuff. Taste this. Yes. That be right up my alley. So I'm going to go ahead and add some more vegetables to this.
Okay.
I'm adding some bell peppers.
You got red bell peppers.
Red bell peppers. So you can do any vegetable that you like, okay, or what's available, what's in your house.
I love what you're putting in there now, mushrooms.
Yes, I love mushrooms. I love broccoli, so I'm going to put as many as we can get in here today.
Okay.
And I had to.
So, Ms. Glenda, you hear that? You know, she's got some broccoli she's putting in there. And I know we talked about some cauliflower as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So whatever vegetables that you have at home, you can go ahead and add it to your pot and get that to sauteing.
It just smells so good. I love that smell. So if you're just joining us, we're making a healthy meal. This is Miss Roia, who is preparing for us at the Bronzeville Wellness Boutique. We have Wanda here, our camera person, producer of this video. That'll come out. We'll have it on YouTube. We'll give you that information. And we have Miss Glenda, our lone audience member. And so that's an indication that we'll have an audience very soon. So join us if you would like every other Thursday. We're going to be doing this now at about 11 o'clock. And we're going to show you how to eat healthy.
Yes.
So what else you got?
So I have some fresh herbs here. We have some, this is basil, fresh basil. I usually add it to the salad towards the end, so you can kind of have that flavor. So I'm going to be adding, I also have some other fresh herb here. I have some cilantro and some green onions.
Okay.
So being able to add fresh herbs to your food, whether you cook it or you eat it raw, these are all things that are not only, baptize your palate, but it also help with the cleansing and clearing of the body. Help your food to digest, because the more vegetables you eat, the easier it is for digesting of the food, because a lot of food we eat today do not digest.
Good point.
So it literally sits in our colon and rots and causes diseases. But when you're eating food which is loaded with fiber like this, your body's able to digest it. You're going to do number 2 multiple times in the day, because every meal that you eat, you must go do number 2.
Okay.
So if you're eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you need to have poop.
Okay.
So if you having 1 poop a day, 2 is staying inside of your body. So on the 7 days, you look up, that business started to add up, and then you become what they say, man, you full of, literally.
Literally, for real.
And so we want to be able to eat food that is going to help us with digesting of the food, but more importantly, cleansing our body as we continue to live, grow, and evolve.
That's a really neat comment you made there too. I don't think most people would look at vegetables necessarily as a filling food, but you will be full. It does fill you, except again, as you said, it's very nutritious.
Yes.
For you, right?
So actually, you eating meat take longer to fill you up versus vegetables.
Oh, okay.
Because of the fiber content. So meat is one of the things that just kind of sits in, but fiber, first of all, when you're eating vegetables, you're going to be doing a lot of chewing. And so it takes our brain at least 20 minutes to register that you're eating. So most of us just gulp our food down, we don't chew. So when you just gulping the food down, you have to eat several plates of food. When you're eating, it takes about 20 minutes for your food to digest.
Okay.
I mean, not digest, for your brain to register that you are eating. So when you're eating and eating, you take your time and you chewing your food.
See you, Miss Glenda.
Having a good
All
time,
right.
whatever. You're able to feel like, okay, I am full. But if you just eating fast, you will eat this and be done with that, eat this and be done with that. And so by the time the 20 minutes roll around, you've eaten several plates of food. But if you're taking your time and you're eating, especially with vegetables, compel you to go ahead and chew versus try to gulp it down. You understand? And so with that understanding, ooh, smells nice.
Nice and steamy there. Yeah, it does smell great.
So if you take a look in here, I know we have to see this, Ms. Wanda, can you see this?
It does. Miss Wanda, how you doing over there?
I'm doing okay.
You smell this food?
Oh, absolutely.
It's delicious.
Without a doubt.
Delicious smelling anyway. I haven't had nothing to eat yet, but.
I have a little tomatoes that I'm going to add into it.
Okay. And everything looks so fresh.
Yes, that's another thing that I want to talk to you about, Mr. John, is being able to grow our own food.
Okay.
And so there is this thing that I just recently got for my own self because I like growing my own food, is these tower gardens. And with the tower gardens, they use aeroponics, which is air and water to grow food.
Okay.
So you understand that we plant in the soil, but the vegetable or the crop don't necessarily need the soil, it needs the nutrients from the soil. So they have where they have the nutrients that you're going to need in additive water, so you can literally grow vegetables and stuff inside of your home. And of course, when the weather is nice, you can always set it outside and grow food. But without all of the agriculture knowledge and wisdom and understanding, you too can grow some fresh food.
Okay.
So having a community building like this that you have here, I think it'll be really, really amazing to have something like that here where the youth and the elders can kind of see where the food comes from versus it just being everything comes from the grocery store. So to be able to grow your own food is a whole nother level of living that I would like to introduce here.
Well, great, and we'll certainly entertain that thought because the way prices are today, it sounds like it makes a lot of sense to consider growing your own food now. So,
Yes.
Thank you for that.
Absolutely.
Ooh, what do you got there? Look at all those great looking.
Yes, so I don't know if y'all can see this.
Oh wow.
This is some spices.
Seasoning. Woo.
Yes, some different spices I put together. So I just put a few different spices together in here. I have some nutritional yeast. I also have some paprika, some turmeric. Turmeric goes in everything. Turmeric is good for you. It's high anti-inflammatory. It removes any type of inflammation from the body.
Okay.
So I put a mixture of it in here. So I'm going to.
What now? Let me ask you this, Miss Roya. Is that grounded turmeric or is that the spiced turmeric?
The spice.
The spice, because I do use occasionally fresh turmeric.
Yeah, so I will use fresh as well, but I also use the powder.
How do you apply the fresh?
So when I use the fresh turmeric, sometimes I might chop it up and put it in food, but most of the time I use it in juicing. When I'm juicing,
Okay.
I would juice it.
Okay, all right. And I see that you're applying the seasoning both to the sauteed vegetables as well as the pasta.
Yes.
And I think you would say, if I asked you what determines how much seasoning you're going to apply, you would go by the palate, one's own taste, right?
Very much so, because your palate is your best indicator and your best teller of what it is. So I encourage people, taste your food while you prepare it, and make sure you know what it tastes like. You might need less of something, you might need more of something.
Gotcha.
So slowly apply what you need. So as far as the seasoning, you can add any type of seasoning that you like, okay? I do intentional seasoning, like I love paprika and I love turmeric.
Now tell me a little bit about paprika. You mentioned that. I've always saw paprika as being more of a look versus.
Oh no.
What does paprika do?
So paprika is peppers.
Okay.
That have been dried up.
Okay. Okay.
So it's still, you still got your vitamin A and, you know, other vitamins that you get from peppers.
Mm-hmm.
So it's flavor also, but it's also nutrients as well. So, and when the food tastes good, people are gonna eat it.
You know, I remember my dad using that paprika on his potato salad,
I know that's right.
but I never really.
Caught on to what it was all about.
The reason why I thought it was more of a color additive. Yeah.
So you don't want the vegetables to get too cooked.
Mm-hmm.
You just want them to be a decent, you know, texture. Because like I said, this dish it can be prepared. All those vegetables can go in there raw, or you can saute the vegetables. So if you're going to saute the vegetables, you don't want them to be too overcooked. So you, at this point, you can just turn this fire off.
Okay.
Okay.
You're gonna pour that into that?
Into here.
Oh wow.
So we're gonna add this. Y'all see this?
God.
Gonna
Here she
pour
go
it in.
again, Miss Wanda. Putting together another beautiful dish, right?
Can't wait.
Now, we've got some comments I see on our wall there, Miss Roya. Can you read some of those comments? What are they saying?
Somebody said it looks good. Somebody said glorious. Let's see. Yeah, so that's
Okay, well,
they enjoy.
thank you all. I bet you it tastes better than it looks. And my mouth is just watering. I can't wait to taste this food. Oh my God. Yes. Miss Roya, we really appreciate you coming out, taking the time out of your busy day. People have no idea how busy you are. And I don't know where you get I do know where you get your energy, some parts.
Yeah.
But good Lord, you just go all day long. You got kids that you take care of as well. So again, we thank you for your presence, Miss Wanda. We thank you for your presence as well,
Yes, indeed.
for joining us. Why don't you come on over here for a minute, Wanda, so people can see you? Uh-oh. She has some. Yeah, come on over here. So this is Wanda. She's our producer, everybody, and we've been great friends. You're going to see more of us,
Yes.
the three of us.
Yes.
We're going to have fun. We want you to have fun as well. So at some point in time, we're going to invite you all to come out and join us so that you can taste some of this delicious
Absolutely.
food, right?
Yes, indeed.
Once you
Okay.
taste it, you will come back.
And Wanda, before you go though, tell our audience a little bit about who you are
Okay.
and what you're doing.
But come over here so that you can get it on this video because we want to.
All right.
There you
So,
go.
My name is Wanda Carter, and I am the publisher of the Chicago Communicator newspaper, but I'm also the producer of Omnibus Roundtable television show and the cooking show that we're doing today.
All
And
right.
so I'm pleased to be here and to work with Miss Roya and Mr. John Cook, Deacon John Cook, because they're doing some great things. They're going to teach us how to eat healthy. And so I'm going to be here every other Thursday, and we're going to do this show.
Yeah, every other Thursday, and we're going to make sure that our audience knows prior to us just turning on
Yes.
a live feed. Yeah, so we're getting it together. It takes a little time, but
What you just put in there?
So I just added some fresh herbs. So I just added some fresh basil, some green onions, and now I'm adding some fresh cilantro.
Can you imagine? I know your mouth is watering because mine is. Oh, wow. Let me get back to the camera. Thank
okay,
you.
you're welcome. Thank you, Miss Wanda. We just wanted them to see it.
Absolutely.
We want you to be more than the person behind the camera.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
You have a plate that we can plate.
Oh my gracious, I do have a little bowl that I'd like to grab if I may.
Okay.
And if you want to, you can add like another spoon of the roasted sesame seed oil,
Okay.
just for flavor.
Okay.
You don't want to drench your food in too much oil because the body struggles to break oil down. So that's
Okay.
why eating all that fried food and oily stuff causes problems. So a little bit of some here and enough vegetables to turn it into where your body can digest it and break it down. So
Here's some bowls.
Oh, wonderful. This is the part I like.
It's the part we like, yeah.
to my favorite part of the show.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Yes.
sweet.
Eating the food.
Yes, ma'am. Uh-oh, you got it?
I'm tearing stuff.
Be gentle with yourself,
Girl.
Wow, that looks so good.
It's beautiful too. She said the rainbow.
The rainbow, and it is. It's a
Yeah.
rainbow.
Yeah, come eat this rainbow.
Come and eat this rainbow.
I love it.
Wow, look at that. Look at that.
Deliciousness and nutritiousness. Deliciousness and
And
nutritiousness.
nutrition.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna have to be our tag on it.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what's going on.
Uh-huh.
Yes, indeed.
Exactly what's
Very
going
good. Well, this is it, folks.
on.
Well, thank you, Miss Roya, for coming out today and joining us. We're delighted again to have you here, and now you're serving the food. The girl gotta make the food, prepare the food. Now she gotta serve it. We're not trying to have her do all of these things. That's just her wonderful spirit.
Yes.
And boy, I can't wait to grab a bite of it. And look at, she's making it even pretty.
Yes, yes, yes. She's making it pretty.
All right, you all, I hope that you've enjoyed our show today. I want you to come back out and join us or visit us at some point in time when we invite you around as an audience member. In the meantime, hopefully you'll get an opportunity to view this on YouTube. And what channel is that going to be on again, Miss Wanda?
It'll be on channel 19.
On channel
Oh, it's
19?
gonna be on TV as
Yes.
well. Look at that.
Yeah, so you'll have an opportunity to see it again and hopefully make your own preparation at some point in time. Until then, we'll see you again in a couple of weeks. Take care. God loves you.